Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for Detour number 19, and this is Train Mechanic Simulator 2017. And I like trains. Trains are neat. So this game looks interesting. I have not played it before, and I have not watched anyone else play it or do anything with it. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be the first blind let's look at type detour, I believe. Because all the games I've looked or shown up until now, I've at least played a little bit before doing the video. But not this one. So, okay. The music just got a lot louder when that menu popped up. Also not sure why. Oh yeah. I did actually start this game before and get to this point before turning it back off, because I wanted to make sure that it worked. Welcome to the game Train Mechanic 2017. You are a train mechanic and your task will be to repair rail vehicles in 3 different workshops. Under your care will be both archaic and simple steam engines as well as very modern electric locomotives. Each locomotive will be assigned to a garage adapted to repair its respective type. Good luck. Okay. So, the game looks sort of good. I mean, it's very blurry, which is not a good thing, really. It doesn't run super well. At least not while recording. Currently I'm getting about 20 frames per second. So, probably what I want to do is see about turning off some effects. Edge smoothing, depth of field will quickly go off. That seems to decrease the blurriness a little bit. That is edge smoothing, probably don't need either. Reflections. Let's turn textures and shadows medium. Now we are pretty close to 30. That will do, I suppose. Now the music I'm not exactly a fan of. Can I turn this off? Can I turn the music off in settings? Yeah, that's good at least. Okay. It's a lot better. As you saw earlier, I had to lower the volume a bit right away, but the music suddenly got louder in the menu. Okay, work order. We have something here. Now, I don't want to do this for too long. Basically, just want to get an idea of what the game is about and how it works and such. Texas oil. Ooh, okay. I can't jump, apparently. I was intending to jump across this, but apparently I have to use that bridge. Exit from garage. We don't want to do that, probably. Electrical workbench, mechanics workbench, and hydraulics workbench. Okay. Can also press M for work order, apparently. Oh, go to the office and accept work. Okay, so we have to use this. Oh, job order versus work order. Okay, tutorial acceptance of work orders. Welcome to the work order acceptance system. Here you will be able to accept work orders, missions assigned to a given workshop. In this window, you can switch between work orders to skip a given task and possibly finish it later. Okay then. So, job order number 1. The tutorial, simple train repair. Familiar with the basics. Repair a locomotive in which the steel and rubber springs in the front truck have been damaged. Income $250 and bonus $500. Question is, what do we need to do to get the bonus? It appears that the cause of the locomotive's malfunction is a damaged carriage. Probably they are the steel and rubber springs. Locate the exact cause of the defect and replace with a new part. Nothing about a bonus for low cost. Okay. Part name not found. Okay, so we don't get the names of the parts. Fuel tank, engine, motor truck. Says the fault is in the motor trucks, I would guess. Oh, disassembly mode. In this mode, you can strip down locomotives, taking apart all their available components. Often, to be able to get to a part, you will need to remove other parts, even those operating properly. Please remember about this, okay? So, where would these springs be? Ah, okay. Steel and rubber V-form spring. So when we highlight a part, if it's being locked down by another part, it will flash red. So we need to remove them in that order, presumably. Not checked. How do I... Perhaps just removing it will check it. Okay. Okay. So we want these springs. Now, where's my inventory? Do I have an inventory? Tablet is your information center. Stores, workshop improvements. That's not exactly what I want. Maybe parts warehouse is where the parts go. Parts warehouse. Manage your spare parts. You can sell them. The profit from the resale will decrease the amount of the account. Okay. So these are 94%. They're in pretty good condition. Is this the wrong side? I admit I don't really know which side of the train is the front. I'd kind of assumed it was this one. Because it had to drive in from that side, right? Because there's a piece of... There's a little bridge here. Or maybe that was removed and then replaced. I don't actually know. I didn't catch if all of the springs were damaged or not. Because so far they are in good condition. Almost perfect condition, in fact. So I don't know if we are going to have to check the other side as well. This very much reminds me of that a car simulator game. I don't remember who made that. This game is published by Playway SA and developed by SI7 Studios, or Studio. And I don't know if they also made the car game, but it is rather similar. Except, of course, this one has trains in it. It's a little more interesting, at least for me. I did try out the car game, but it didn't really keep my attention for very long. Also, do these springs look a lot rustier? Apparently that was not the case. Oh, didn't like these ones. Where are these ones? Jeez. Okay, so apparently all of these are fine. So I guess we'll put them back. We'll put everything back on this side. At least I don't have to click. I can just hold down and screw these in. That's nice. But yeah, so it might have been the other side that was the one we were supposed to check. That's not brilliant. Of course, it's my own fault for not knowing which side is which, or which end, rather. Kinda wish it had told me though, so I didn't have to do this. But I'll power through, I suppose. This probably could have benefited from a quick select that would appear close to the cursor, instead of having this menu pop up every time, or maybe having a small, like a radial menu that show like 8 products or something, or 8 parts at a time. Something a little quicker than this probably could have been done, but this works as well, I suppose. Wait, did it also say something about some other part? There were these springs, and was there something else? Let's check the job order M. Probably steel and rubber springs. Okay. So there are 2 entries in the parts list that are not found, apparently. So maybe there are just 2 damaged springs. Okay. Testing mode? Oh. Hello. How do I... Okay. Just press escape to quit. Okay, so this one... Testing mode. How do I... Oh! Well, that's a little more handy. So I can inspect parts before removing them. So I might be able to determine which springs are damaged, assuming these are even what I'm looking for. No, sure. It's the spring and not the entire thing. Okay, so all the springs are fine, by the looks of it. Oh. These are the steel and rubber springs. So I was on the right side. Weren't I? Let's inspect these instead then. Ah, yes. There we go. Okay. So now we're getting somewhere. So we need to get to those. Obviously. And apparently, they are not being held by anything. So we can remove these without too much trouble. And at least I'm learning things. Okay, so parts warehouse. We have these two parts. What do we do with them? Condition. No. Tablets. Let's check. Mechanical parts? Are you... You're loading, apparently. Okay. Oh, wow. $6,000 each. Yeesh. Okay, then. That's quite a lot. How do I get cheaper parts? Alright, maybe specific sub-assemblies. So maybe I can repair... I want to go this way. The benches are on this side. So maybe I can repair the springs. Specific sub-assemblies may be repaired on the workbenches. We have divided them into 3 categories: mechanics, hydraulics, and electrical. The cost of the repair will be added to the account. The difficulty is that there is no certainty as to the success of the repair. If the repair is successful, this part will be repaired in a percentage of 90 to 100%. If, however, we don't manage to regenerate the part, it'll be even more damaged. The price of repair is significantly lower than purchase of new parts. The more improved the workbench, the greater the chance of repairing more complex parts. Okay, so I wouldn't believe... Okay, so we have 100% chance to repair these. So it's obviously what we are supposed to do, probably because of tutorial. The cost is, for both of them, about... just over $7,000, which is slightly less than the cost of a single one of these purchased new. So let's do the repair, since we don't have a chance of failure at all. It's pretty much a done deal. And now, simply, we are going to go into installation mode and then replace them. And that should be the tutorial done. And I kind of expected this one job to perhaps take the entirety of the episode, but fortunately that was not the case. So, there we go. Looks like everything is ready and repaired. It's already repaired. You can finish the task from the work order sheet. You can find new work orders on the order table in the office. Okay, then. So let's open this up, and we get our bonus because we didn't buy the new parts. We bought, or we repaired them instead. So that's great. So we get $750. And then the train leaves, or the engine leaves. Hint, remember to use your earned cash to improve the workshop by using the tablet. Sure. Probably be covered by the tutorial at some point. Guess. Although, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, screw gun. Allows a faster loosening and tightening of screws and bolts. Interesting. Okay, and the other ones are workbenches. Costs $800, so we can't quite afford that yet. But maybe that will be the goal of the video, to get this screw gun and try it out. Job order number 2. The driver complains about a faulty brake system. Locate the cause of the defect and make repairs. This work order is slightly more difficult. Remember that each part type is repaired on a different workbench. If you are not able to repair the part yourself, you can buy a new part from store using the tablet. Okay, so slight issue with the translation there, I assume. Okay, so we have 3 parts that are damaged right now. We need to find and either repair or replace. Locate the faulty components of the braking system in the front truck. Alright. So now we know that this is indeed the front. So let's go into testing mode. Now the brakes would be here somewhere. Those are the wheels. Axle box. Where could the brake system be? I don't actually know all that much. Ah, okay. This is part of the brake system. I don't know all that much about trains or engines. So this is going to be a bit of a learning experience. And I can safely say that I probably wouldn't mind doing some kind of let's play on this game. If time were to permit. Shock absorber is probably not related to the brake system. Everything is fine so far. But yeah, it's kind of akin to a oh, this looks rusty or worn. Okay, so there is a broken part. That looks damaged as well. And then following that is probably this one. Yeah, so those are our 3 parts that needs fixing. So now we should go into disassembly mode. And we should remove these. And then see if we can repair them. I'm suspecting that they are all mechanical. Oh, okay. Leave that first. It's a single bolt. That's fine. Isn't too much of this screwing business. Alright. Let's have a look here. The hose we had to remove just to access the other parts. And then we have these 2 which are mechanical. We have a 100% chance to fix this one. So we're going to do that, obviously. I suppose we won't really lose anything trying to fix this one, even though we have a very low success chance of that. I suspect buying a new one is going to be rather expensive, so... crap. So, we failed to repair that one, and we cannot retry. Let's try fixing this one as well. If we succeed, we will save some money on that. Come on. Yes, okay. So we just need to buy a new set of brake calipers. So let's go into the tablet. And then we probably want mechanical parts. It's not an engine part. And then we want one of these. Then we're going to order that. Yes. We have to, basically. That should be in our parts warehouse now. Let's go into installation mode. And then we're going to install everything in reverse. Or disassemble it in reverse, rather. A brand new brake caliper. And that. There we go. And then replace this. And there we go. That should be it. Open up the work order. We're going to finish it. We don't get any bonus. Oh well. It's chance based, so nothing we can do about that. But now we will at least have enough money to buy that screw gun. We're going to go into the tablet and the workshop and get the level 1 screw gun, which is going to improve the speed at which we will loosen and fasten bolts and screws, obviously. Let's do another one. Might go a little over the 30-minute mark, which is not super ideal, but I think this has been going well so far. Okay, job number 3. Sometimes the tasks will involve finding and repairing locomotives that were damaged somewhere on the routes of the game world, and then towing off them to the appropriate workshops and making repairs. For this purpose, you will use a special repair train. This time, a diesel locomotive broke down in Square D1. Locate it and tow it to the workshop. We suspect a truck failure. Oh. Okay. Find the locomotive in Square D1. Okay, so we have to leave the garage. It's going to cause a loading screen, I expect, yes. So we actually have to go and get the engine that has broken down and tow it back to the garage. Did not expect this. I kind of expected it to take place entirely in the garage. Interesting. Okay, so this is our repair train. Huh. Right. Well, I'm glad I... Wait, what? Switch to... What? Or these... Oh, these are switches. Switch controls. Oh, I see. Okay. So, how do we find Square D1? Also, the game is currently running at... well, it was running at 30 FPS. It's kind of fluctuating. It's not super stable, apparently. Okay. Here we have... City. Okay, we have a map that we can open up. Square D1. Where? There's D. So 1 is up here. So we need to get here. Pasture. Okay, so we want to go left here. So if we start going forward, the switch control for that should turn up. It's actually switch. Doesn't look like it's visually switching. It is though. It is switched. That is. And then We can see them switching on the map, however. So that's good. It doesn't look like they are visually switching, but whatever. Let's get this party started. Can I? No, I can't pan the minimap. It's refocusing automatically. Hopefully I don't have any traffic or anything to worry about. Probably keep an eye on these signals at least a little bit. Probably also don't want to... Oh, wait, hold on. We should be fine going this way. Yeah, we want to go that way anyway. Probably want to actively plan the route. So the next one, we want to go left up here. And then that one we want to go. Ooh, that's not great. Okay. Those ones are correct. Not sure what the brown... Oh, that's my path. Right. That's highlighting the path I am currently on, or will be on, once I pass those switches. I have a horn. Nice. Can I go? Oh. I can be in first person mode. Interesting. It reminds me of... Oh, it's kind of like Train Simulator. Not sure why we slowed down there. Because it's probably going to be on this bit here, I would expect. So we're going to go into the canyon. It seems dramatically appropriate that it would be in there. The electric train depot. Did it say what train it was? Or what kind of train it was? If it did, I don't remember. Okay, so we are in 2D now, or D2, rather. Yeah. We're on the right track, I suppose. I was about to say course, but we're not. We're not in a boat. We are in a train on tracks, so we're on the right track. Okay, so let's slow down a little bit here, and so we don't plow into the train. Okay, there's a green bit, so it's pretty obvious that it is going to be there. Let's hurry this along a little bit. Not too quickly, though. There it is. Okay, so we didn't actually have to do anything. Now we just have to go back to the diesel train depot. We are somehow on the other side of the locomotive. Or, yeah, of the engine. So, not entirely sure how that happened. The diesel engine depot is down that way. So what we probably want to do is go around that way. So basically just go. I don't know if we can derail. I guess we'll find out. Because there's an We have a speedometer down here, but there's nothing indicating a speed limit. Okay, that sounded a little bad, but... nothing indicating that we can derail so far. Except some slightly worrying noises. Perhaps. Okay, west center. I think we want to go that way. And then, yes, okay, so we can push back to full. And then we should be on the right track already. Right path. Oh. There's a train there. Is that going to go now that we've passed? Or is that just there, standing there? Maybe there were just some carts, actually. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's keep going. That might have just been a couple of carts on that side track there. There aren't any cars either, which makes sense. This is not a car simulator. It would be somewhat useless. Okay, now we probably want to slow down. Oh, actually, there's a car. Just a lone Jeep. Not entirely sure which one of these we want to go into. Probably doesn't matter. We'll probably just see a green area similar to when we arrived at the locomotive. I like the smoke effect. Neat. It doesn't look like we actually have control over any of the switches inside of the depot. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I think we've seen a good chunk of the game there. Actually, we haven't tried out the... damaged vehicle had been restored properly and towed into the workshop. What do you mean restored? I thought we were going to repair it. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to repair it now. Yeah. So we're going to try out the screw gun. Just as we expected, the problem proved to be damaged transmissions in the truck. Remove and replace them. Alrighty then. So let's try out the screw gun. Did it say which truck? It didn't say which truck. It just says the truck. Okay. Well, here's some clear damage, obviously. And there. Suppose we would want to check the rear one as well. Okay, let's go into disassembly mode. That is locked down by that thing. Is that also damaged? No. Okay. Oh. Okay then. We didn't even need the screw gun for that. That's slightly disappointing. I'm actually going to remove something we don't need to remove just to try the screw gun. Is that faster? I guess that's faster. I can't switch to assembling mode while disassembling. I guess that's faster. I kind of expected a different sound effect. Um, let's check the rear as well. That looked damaged. This doesn't look damaged. I think it's just the front one. Yeah. I guess the work order just had, yeah, 2 parts. I probably should have checked that. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. Been at this for 40 minutes, and I think we've shown what the game is all about, and I have to say it's quite interesting. And as usual, if you would like to see me play more of this game, voice your thoughts about that in the comments, and I might turn it into a Let's Play that might replace one that ends eventually. And with that, I will see you in the next video.